Awesome.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Awkward silence. Gotta cut that out.
We're so
No.
happy to have this with you guys.
All right, so guys who are watching, we're gonna leave a link down to Korean Dumplings channel down below. So make sure you guys check it out.
Yeah.
Leave them lots of love. These guys are amazing too. We love hanging out with them, and we can't wait to meet these guys
Again, very soon.
very soon.
Yeah.
In person.
We got to know each other through the YouTube channel. Actually,
Yep.
when we first started our videos.
We posted a video, and then suddenly we get a comment from Arno,
That was me, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
because you remember we were actually doing some research to find out if there were more
If
Chindian
there are more,
couples,
yes. Yes, I remember.
and we came across them, and then
He commented.
yeah, he commented, and then
Oh.
I also messaged him on Instagram too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then actually, Zack and Arnav started talking.
Yeah.
On WhatsApp, right?
So today, what we're going to be doing is asking questions to each other. I mean, we're both Chindian couples, but I think, they're in Canada and we're in the UK. We have very different experiences. So it would be nice to just gauge a bit more about each other.
Mhm.
And so we've already prepared some questions and we're just going to fire away with them.
First question, your experiences after marriage.
I don't think anything has changed since, we got married.
Yeah. I don't see any changes
No.
as such.
Really?
Yeah, there's every time people say oh, you're gonna get married and then your life's gonna change. But I don't think our lives have changed much
No.
before marriage or after marriage. It's been very similar,
I think both of us have become more and more successful, in our careers and stuff. But that's just because that's how life goes in general. Because we've graduated and stuff.
We finished our degree,
Yeah.
finished studying, moved here. But in general, the dynamic hasn't changed.
The relationship has changed.
It's the same. And maybe a few things have changed. Maybe we've become a bit more lazy people.
We don't really go out on nice
Yeah.
dates or anything. But I don't think we really did that before.
So yeah, you guys should get married because life doesn't change.
But before this, were you guys living together? Before you guys actually got married?
Yeah. So
Right.
in Hong Kong we did live
And
together.
then we just moved apart just when I moved here.
Hmm.
And then I was living with a few flatmates
Yeah.
for about a year and a half. And then we got married in India. And then I moved here after I got the visa. And then we've been just
One thing you love about each other the most. Oh,
good question.
think it might take some time to think that after 6 years of together.
Very good question.
One thing.
You go first because I can't think of anything
I
right
can't
now.
think of anything either.
And you guys say nothing changed after marriage.
You guys look puzzled.
It was like this before. So.
Um,
Come on, there gotta be something.
he's very close with his family, and I think that's one of the most important things for me. Is because he's close with his family, it means that he understands that I'm close with my family, and then our families in general are very close. You're very well integrated with my family, I'm very well integrated with your family. I think it'd be very difficult if you weren't close with your family and then you didn't really care about family.
Mm.
I think the reason why the whole relationship is so easy for us is because what I really like about her is the fact that she gives me the space to do whatever I want to do, and she doesn't get she doesn't get jealous of anything, right? She trusts me and I trust her back, and that means if I'm out with my friends, I just came back from cycling or whatever, she doesn't have to be thinking, oh, where did he go? Did he actually go for cycling? Maybe meeting other people, meeting other girls or whatever. So because she trusts me so much, it takes off a lot of stress from my head. I don't have to worry about whatever I'm doing, and this makes the whole relationship very kind of there is no jealousy factor or
So basically, the fact that you get to look at other women.
Without Complaining. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair
Yes. Loyalty. Yeah.
A follow-up question on that.
Hmm.
Bex, tell me the truth. You have a tracker on Arno's bike, don't you? So wherever he goes, you know where he is. 24/7.
I don't, but actually we both have tracker apps on each other's phone. But it's only so that your mum has.
So basically,
peace of
there's
mind.
this app called Zenly that my
Don't
like
give
my-
ideas. Don't give ideas.
Our next question for you guys is best moment together.
Best moment together.
Moment together.
together. Does it have to be one answer?
Always
Or two
going
answers?
Arno's like, these are all tough questions.
When you got your visa and you came to the UK.
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
Ah,
So I think, yeah, like getting the UK visa, and then actually moving to the UK,
yeah.
that probably tops it all off. Like
Yeah.
it was probably one of the biggest and most important days of life, and we
Yeah.
were so happy.
One big challenge in your relationship. So we talked about the good things. Now let's move on to the
I
challenges.
I would say it would be my
Yeah,
parents.
there was only
Yeah.
one challenge. There was
My
only one
parents.
challenge. Yeah,
Oh,
that was like her parents never. I mean, initially,
Yeah, they love him now.
I think the first couple of years, they didn't really quite accept me for who I am.
I think they found it really hard because like I'd moved from the UK back to Hong Kong, so they were like, "Great, she's gonna find a nice Hong Kong
Mm.
guy," and then she found this guy, and and then you didn't even speak like your Cantonese wasn't like that.
My
great.
Cantonese was pretty bad back then. Whatever I know today is obviously because of you
Yeah.
and your parents.
And then you didn't eat a lot of the things that we ate when we had dinner. It was difficult for you to communicate, and then my parents also had like a bit of a warped view of what Indian men are like,
Yeah.
and so they put all of those kind of prejudices on him, even though that's not what he was like. And then it didn't help that at one point we had to move in with my parents because he had an unpaid internship. Or did you lose your job at the moment at that time?
No.
I can't remember. It was unpaid internship, and then I was on my PhD, like studentship, which is like a really low amount of pay. So then it was like, you can't speak the language, he doesn't have money, he doesn't have a home. Like all of the things that a Chinese parent wants your
Yeah.
child to have to be with, he was none of those things.
Mhm.
So, but now we're fine. Like they've seen how we've both grown successful together and helped each other with it, and
Yeah, I think that was some
Mm.
really hard days we had.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
Did you guys ever feel that you guys are not going to be together because of your family, or?
I don't think I ever felt like this wouldn't be able to work, but I felt like maybe the relationship with my parents wouldn't be how I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But then obviously everything's turned out fine.
yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see this beautiful man. Like, Anyway, but yeah, that was, I think, really, really hard times that we have been through. And
Dealing with negative comments. I'm sure, you guys have had your fair share of negative comments.
so many.
So many, I'm pretty sure. I mean, especially when it's an Indian with the Chinese, or a person that's not living in India who doesn't know anything about their culture, according to a lot of other people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure you get a fair share of negative comments.
Mhm.
So give us some examples, like what sort of comments do you actually get? We want to see if it's quite similar to what we get, basically. And how do you guys deal with it in the end?
Like that, there was that one that said, "Oh, I don't like your girlfriend. She doesn't like India. She's trying to spread hate against India."
Like stuff like where they think that she is trying to, first of all, they call you my girlfriend. Like, jokes on them. They don't even know the shit. Second, like they just say stuff like, "Oh, she is trying to make me hate India."
Yeah, which
By-
is like the opposite of the whole point of our channel.
Yeah, like the whole point of a channel is to show that Indians and Chinese can be together. But the person's like, oh, like she's trying to brainwash me into thinking India is shit, China is amazing, and like India is the worst country in the world. And I'm just like you don't even reply to these things. Like I generally delete them or ignore them because she reads those comments, she gets a bit pissed. I don't get pissed that much. But yeah.
Because you know what it is? I think that most of the bad comments are always directed at me.
No?
It's very rare.
I get some bad comments
It's
too.
very rare.
I get bad comments and I'm like, oh, how is this pretty girl with this ugly man? I'm like, that's a win, right? If an ugly man gets a pretty girl, what's your problem?
I should have I've just been like, have you seen your face in the mirror, buddy?
Exactly. So it's so easy to comment for people to comment and be like, oh, how did that ugly man get this beautiful wife or beautiful girlfriend?
A girl and guy can fall in love with each other because of their personalities, because of the way they are, because there is chemistry, not because the guy looks like a fucking movie star or whatever, right? It's just that simple. Like
I feel like we probably have a few subscribers who are subscribed to us just so that whenever we put out a video, they can click the dislike, they can post something horrible, and that's why they're subscribed.
Yeah. They just want to spread the hate.
We definitely feel the same too.
That's why I try not to read the comments, because I tend to get more upset by them, and then it makes me feel like I just don't want to do YouTube anymore. And then he'll be like, just let me deal with it. So even on my phone, I don't have the Korean Dumpling channel. I have a personal channel which then I use to watch stuff, and it means that I don't get notifications and I don't have to look at the comments. And occasionally you'll be like, oh, can you please reply to some comments? But it's usually you that replies.
Yeah, generally 95% of the time I'm the one dealing with the comments, hatred and stuff. I think I'm used to it now because it's a part of it. You can't like not have them because you will
part of the
exactly
part of being YouTube, like, because we're putting ourselves out there, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
We're all working our asses off. We all have a full-time job, and we're doing this for a passion. We're doing this to improve ourselves as a couple, not to show the world that we're earning billions of dollars doing YouTube. First of all, when you're a small channel, you earn peanuts.
Exactly. Like, people don't understand this. People are just like, oh, you're doing for views. Oh, you're only doing it for the money. I'm just like, dude, do you understand? Especially when you have a demographic from India, the views and the money per view is very less, and it's literally peanuts. And people think, oh my god, what will you do after if you stop doing adverts on YouTube? It's like, man, people think about we are earning our livelihoods from YouTube, but it's not the case, really.
Questions. Are there any racism towards like Chindian couples in Scotland, and how do you guys deal with it?
UK, yes. Scotland, not really. So, I mean, we never faced racism as a Chindian couple.
No.
It's either targeted towards Chinese, either targeted towards Indians. Back in 2015, when I first visited the UK, and the first time ever, somebody called me Syrian, and like some drunk lad ran towards me and was like, "Oh, go back to Syria." Shit. And he was drunk, and I was like, bro, I'm not even Syrian, I'm not Indian. That was my only experience. And for you,
I had a lot of experience with racism as I was growing up, but a lot less once I was grown up.
And in Edinburgh, I think it is
very multicultural here.
It is multicultural. I mean, it's predominantly white place. But there's a lot of mixed couples that we see. So we've never faced, I mean, in terms of getting looks and stuff, it happens in India and Hong Kong.
I think we get more looks from either Chinese families or Indian families.
Happens, that happens.
If we go into a pharmacy or something, we'll see the family will be like, why are they together?
Like straight on staring at us.
And they'd look at us as we're going around the store, trying to figure out, I don't know,
what you're buying. They're just they're looking at us.
I guess for us the same thing. Canada, because Canada and especially Toronto, where it's immigrants. Predominantly immigrants.
Asians.
So Asians. Yeah, predominantly Asians too as well. Okay, next one. What are some of the things YouTube has taught you guys? Having this channel, the whole thing.
That's a good question as well.
That's a very solid question, Sama.
I think it's taught us that we would struggle to work together.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I think a lot of our, like, we don't argue, but we get, well, I definitely get annoyed at you sometimes.
You're always annoyed at me. That's okay.
Because I'm very much like, I like to plan things, I like to organize things, I like to, before I do something, I like to have like a very clear-cut plan. He's very much like, let's do a video on X, and then he'll leave it, and then when we're getting ready to set it up, I'll be like, have you got the camera ready? Is the battery done? Is this done? Is that done? And he'll be like, no. And I'm like, what?
I'll do it. I'll do it when I want to do it, you know?
Like even for this video, so he went out cycling.
Yeah, I just came back from like a
and I was like, do we not have a call at 3:30? And he was like, yeah, it's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock, it's fine. And I'm like, you're still in your cycling gear. You wanted to have your hair cut.
It's not happened. That's I'm wearing a beanie.
And then at like 3:25, he was still there in his cycling gear, like doing something on your phone.
I mean, what's the problem? It's 3:30. We'll get on a call. I'll be like, wait 5 minutes. I'm not ready yet. You know. So I am like more like kind of go with the flow kind of person. So yeah, I do plan stuff. It's just I plan at the last minute, while she plans like days in advance. She is very meticulous in how she plans stuff.
Yeah.
I am not.
And he procrastinates a lot as well.
I procrastinate. Yeah, I will procrastinate until the bloody due date. Yeah, we would never work together.
No.
I thought YouTube is easy work. When you watch videos, when you just watch videos of other people's successful creators, right, who have like 10 million, like, you know, MKBHD and stuff, and people have like amazing quality videos, and he's just like, oh yeah, he's just a YouTuber. Mm-hmm. People just say like, oh, he's a YouTuber, his life is great. But the amount of work that goes into video, it's a lot of hard work. So you don't, because like before we rebranded, it was just her managing.
I did everything. I did all of the jobs.
She would hold the camera, and I would just show up in the camera once in a while. Yeah. I was a bit shy on camera. She would record videos. She would edit videos. She would do the thumbnails and titles and description and everything. And she would not really react to comments and stuff much.
Yeah.
So it was not working well. And then now obviously I've taken up she only now does the editing part.
Yeah.
While I do the remaining everything.
Yeah.
So it is a lot of work. I never thought it was.
And I think because before he kept on being like, oh, you know, your channel's not growing. You should do this and you should that, and that would really stress me out because I'm like, I already have so much to do.
Yeah.
And then you're not even doing anything.
Yeah, I was just like, let's make this video. Let's do this, do that. Put more efforts in the video.
Yeah. Or he'll be like, oh, you should do your video like this, and I'm like, well, help me.
Yeah. It is hard work. I have to say. So.
Yeah. Agree.
I think.
The last question. So after this whole COVID madness, finished, any future travel plans?
For me, it's Hong Kong. Actually, I think for you too.
For me, it's Hong Kong as well.
Yeah.
Because like I need to go back because I'm a permanent resident of Hong Kong. So I need to go back every 3 years to keep that thing alive.
Oh.
So I have to go back before November. But I also have my visa renewal next year. So maybe I go before myself and then I'll go with you later.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Hong Kong is number one.
Yeah, I've been really missing Hong Kong. Like I have dreams about it, and all the time, like I have dreams about eating particular foods I like, and then like just before I take a taste of it, I wake up. It's the worst. It's like the worst feeling.
I've started getting Hong Kong tea.
Oh yeah, we love Hong Kong tea.
Hong Kong tea is great. Yeah. But I think both of us. Hong Kong is number one, and then I also need to visit India because I haven't visited my family in like a year now, almost a year. So I think Hong Kong and India. But then we have so many other plans. Like we want to go to Singapore, you want to go to Japan and Korea, and then we also want to visit you guys in Canada.
Yeah.
So there's a few places. We tend to be attracted to more like Asian cities. Yeah. Singapore, Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan.
I'd like to get to Thailand as well.
Thailand, yeah. So we genuinely miss Hong Kong a lot.
Yeah.
Our life. It'd be nice the day we actually are like physically in front of each other.
Oh, it'd be so nice. And the way
imagine we do a trip we go to India together and we have like a, I don't know, the whole vlog series planned.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
We
That'd be
should.
so
We
nice.
should. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should plan something. Once COVID is done,
Yeah.
plan a trip together.
Yeah.
We can vlog together for a week or two, for however long we are actually
Yeah.
traveling,
That'd be so nice.
and spend some time together and get to know each other too.
We should do both. Like we should visit India and we should visit China. Both. Like
Yeah.
that'll be really cool.
China, UK, Toronto.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, cool.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to meet you guys.
Yeah.